Ladies and gentlemen, after finishing as runner-up in last year's lightweight tournament, he has retooled and is back with a renewed focus. Please welcome Roosmalen van Roosmalen.
Well, 25-year-old Roosmalen van Roosmalen bounced back from his Glory 12 New York tournament disappointment with a victory over the very good Murat Grigorian at Glory 15 Istanbul earlier this year. A fight of the year contender, very fast-paced, high strike ratio. The kind of fights that, well, we're getting used to seeing out of van Roosmalen.
Certainly a candidate for fight of the year. Some call his title fight against Andy Risty the comeback of the century. Here is Davit Kiria.
Well, Stephen, with all due respect, we are going to call it a comeback. Davit Kiria with a miraculous, talk about a Hail Mary, just a dramatic victory to take the belt from Andy Risty when it seemed as if Risty was on his way to maintaining his hold on the gold. Davit Kiria shocked the world, literally, in winning the belt, but now has to beat Roosmalen van Roosmalen, who he's fallen short on two different occasions. All right, it's time here at Glory 18 for the Glory Lightweight Championship. The belt holder, Davit Kiria, hoping to solve the riddle of Roosmalen van Roosmalen.
And Kiria has a near 4-inch reach advantage. Van Roosmalen has more experience, especially at beating Kiria, and that's a huge fact, both in confidence for the poker face and also a motivator for Kiria to break the spell.
And there you see the Glory rules as we get set for this title affair. Without further ado, let's bring it back to the man in the middle of the ring, the international voice of Glory, Tim Hughes.
Your headline bout this evening is the third meeting between these two. This time, however, a Glory World Championship belt is on the line in a 5-round battle. This bout sanctioned by the Citizen Potawatomi Nation Athletic Commission. From the Grand Casino Hotel and Resort and the Great Plains of America to kickboxing fans watching in 170 countries around the world, it's time for Glory! Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, a Glory Lightweight Tournament runner-up. His professional record, 32 wins with 6 losses, 19 big knockouts. At 5 feet 6.5 inches, 1.69 meters, he weighed in at fight time at an even 153 pounds, 69.3 kilos, fighting tonight out of the Netherlands. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger, Roosmalen Poker Face van Roosmalen. His opponent standing on the right and fighting out of the white corner, trained in Ashihara Karate, making his first title defense. His record, 22 wins with 9 losses, 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. At 5 feet 7 inches tall, 1.70 meters, he weighed in at 152.5 pounds, 69.2 kilos, fighting tonight out of Georgia, the reigning, defending Glory Lightweight Champion of the world, Davit Kiria! And your referee for this contest is Al Wickers.
All right, fellas, this is for the Glory Lightweight World Championship. I want to have a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Fight clean, fight hard. Any questions? Hook them up. Let's rock and roll, guys.
Robin van Roosmalen appearing in his Glory record 11th fight. No surprise that he has more wins than any other Glory competitor with 8. The champion Davit Kiria, to paraphrase former U.S. President Teddy Roosevelt, he talks softly and carries a big kick. Round number 1 of the scheduled 5 3-minute round affair for the Glory Lightweight Championship. The champion Kiria in the white gloves, van Roosmalen with a blistering attack to kick things off in the black gloves.
Van Roosmalen opening things up with a nice 5-punch combination. Always ends with that low kick and sometimes with a body kick.
Inside low kick, they exchange inside low kicks. And in their previous meetings, they really just met each other in the middle of the ring and just stayed there going toe-to-toe, back and forth. And we're already seeing that pattern unfold in the early stages of this one.
That's a pattern that Robin van Roosmalen has had his entire career. When he fought Jabar Zaskarev one time, they just stood and traded and looked like the same guy fighting himself.
Kind of like the Fry Takayama version of kickboxing, Mr. Quadras. Little Japanese MMA reference.
Minus the mullet.
Well, they... Kiria backs van Roosmalen to the ropes. Inside low kick by van Roosmalen. Kiria standing right in the pocket, both of them again. Not wanting to give the other an inch, but there's a beautiful combination by van Roosmalen. Right uppercut followed by the left hook.
See, Kiria is such a warrior. He'll stand in the pocket, he'll take abuse. Then, as we saw against Risti, that last minute, you better still be careful. Kiria really landing some very good left kicks to the body so far. I think that's probably where he's going to excel, is in the kicking department. Because to try and trade boxing techniques with Robin van Roosmalen, I don't think that that's going to really get him anywhere.
Van Roosmalen trains under his father, William, the only man to knock out retired heavyweight boxing champion Vitaly Klitschko in a kickboxing fight. Kiria going to the body with the left hook and then the outside low kick. Kiria, of course, trains with kickboxing legend Sammy Schilt and David Jonkers in the Netherlands.
Kiria says that he tries to kick Sammy Schilt, who's 6'11", in the head when they train. So I'd like to see a video of that.
Ooh, right uppercut just misses by van Roosmalen. Inside low kick by the challenger. Answered in kind by Kiria. There's a short right uppercut, left hook to the body by van Roosmalen. "20 seconds left in the opening round, scheduled for 5.
That left kick of Kiria has left a lot of redness on Robin van Roosmalen's right side of his ribs.
Good start to this championship affair. Ooh, high front kick by Kiria. Championship on the line in this one, and the heavyweight title will be on the line at Glory 19. On December 19th, Glory returns for Glory 19. Undisputed Glory heavyweight champion Rico Verhoeven defends his title against Errol the Bone Crusher Zimmerman. This is the rubber match after their first 2 encounters ended up with 1 win each. Also, Holtzkin, Kashenko, Daniels, and Oliveira battle in the welterweight contender tournament to determine who will fight Bazooka Joe Valtellini in his first title defense. Glory 19, December 19th. Don't miss it. Looking forward to that matchup and all the action to culminate another terrific year of kickboxing action for Glory coming up in December. And still to come, of course, tonight, our main event will be the final of the light heavyweight contender tournament. Zach Mwekasa. Talk about making an entrance in Glory. He'll face Saulo Cavalieri. Right now, it's round 2 of this Glory lightweight championship affair. The champion, Davit Kiria. White gloves, Robin van Roosmalen, the challenger in the black gloves. How'd you have the opening round? How'd you score it, Fight Professor?
I say that Robin van Roosmalen won 10-9. He was the busier fighter, landed better combinations.
Vicious.
Kiria did land a few kicks, but not enough.
Right hand behind the guard by van Roosmalen. Again, they just stand toe-to-toe. Another right hand, left uppercut. Beautiful combination by the challenger. Already see the redness all over each of their bodies as they've tasted the power of the other. two of the best lightweights on the planet. Front kick by Kiria and avoids the counterattack from Van Roosmalen as we look at total strikes.
That's the second front kick that's landed in the fight. Kiria landed one in the first round as well, and that seemed to anger Roman Van Roosmalen because he charges after him right after it lands. So I would say Kiria go back to the front kick to the face.
Right uppercut by the champion.
Get him emotional.
Right hand behind the guard by Kiria. Van Roosmalen, knee slips and falls.
Because I think that if Roman Van Roosmalen gets emotional, it's going to give Kiria more of a chance. And the front kick to the face is a good way to taunt him, basically.
Kiria
probably not going to knock him out, though.
Inside low kick by the challenger. Kiria known for mixing crisp boxing with unorthodox kicking techniques. Watch out for that rolling capo kick by Kiria.
Realistically, that doesn't land that often.
Oh, our buddy Marius Zaromskis from Strikeforce. Ask Bruno Carvalho about that, but in this sport,
I'm talking about Kiria.
Yeah. But I'm saying it does work. It does work.
No, I'm talking about Kiria. I haven't seen him land one. Have you?
Not yet, but it does work.
There
Rolling capo kick.
I'm talking about Kiria.
That's Juice
Let's argue.
Liger.
Come on. Let's argue.
Under a minute left in round 2. Oh, stiff right uppercut by the challenger.
That was a good shot. Kiria's head almost flew off from that shot. Van Roosmalen is like a little Sherman tank coming out. He's all covered up. How are you going to hit him? And he's going to blast you or kick that leg.
You and I were almost acting like we're one of those 24-hour news channels there, Fight Professor. 20 seconds left. And beautiful combination by Kiria. Stellar technique on both sides, Steven.
Oh, yeah. There really is, but Van Roosmalen has got Kiria's number so far, just like the last 10 rounds they fought.
So good round. 6 minutes in the books. Scheduled for 5. This is the first time they actually will fight for a possible 5 rounds.
Yeah.
But they again, it's interesting how much adjustments need to be made in the corner. And I talk a little bit about adjustments, Steven.
Yeah, the adjustment that Kiria is probably going to do is pretty much go for a kicking game and go after the legs and really try and get Robert Van Roosmalen out of his zone by throwing kicks like that. Because once you do that a couple times, the emotional content will make him lose a little bit of energy because he'll fight with emotion, because that's what happens when your adrenaline's kick in. You start to lose energy after that quick burst.
Fight!
The bell, round number 3. The champion Davit Kiria began kickboxing when he was 18 after a career in full contact karate. Meanwhile, Van Roosmalen, he started martial arts training when he was just 4. And he's the oldest of 3 kids. His brother Norden already has over 50 fights as an amateur. He's just 17, so the lineage continues in the Van Roosmalen family.
It really does. I mean, when you got a family like that, I mean, think of the sparring they must have done when they were children.
Beautiful combination by Van Roosmalen.
And that kind of twisted hook over the top by Robert Van Roosmalen is, I think it's over the cut.
Yes.
Over the left eye of the champion, Davit Kiria.
And while the connect percentage is in favor of Kiria, Van Roosmalen has more than doubled him in total kicks landed, and he is on the offensive against the champion Kiria. Van Roosmalen has him along the ropes momentarily. 1 minute gone in the third.
Van Roosmalen did tell us yesterday that he foresees a knockout with the right cross. We're seeing that punch has been doing a lot of damage. But Robert Kiria is going to be thinking about the punch. Comes the low kick.
Yeah, and the left hook to the body by Van Roosmalen. Mixing up his attack. Feints by Kiria, comes in right into a short right uppercut by the challenger. Jumping knee to the midsection by Van Roosmalen.
That's a...
Oh! Van Roosmalen gets dropped by the counter from Kiria just like that.
He thought it was going one way, and it starts going the other.
All right, here we go. Hey!
Ask Andy Risty about that. Front kick to the face by Kiria, who seems encouraged, although Van Roosmalen now picking up the pace, but Kiria right hand to the body, and you're right, the momentum, the pendulum of momentum changing in a hurry, swinging back in the favor of the champion.
I'm telling you, Kiria really hurt Robin Van Roosmalen. And the kick hurt him also.
Sweeping left hook, short right uppercut by Kiria, who's making a statement now in the final minute of round number 3. There's that front kick again, follows with the right hand that misses. Van Roosmalen trying to slow things down.
They are throwing huge bombs here. Kiria's got to be patient though, because Van Roosmalen is still standing in front of him, still throwing, so he's not out of there yet.
Van Roosmalen pinned along the ropes.
Kiria might want to go to the body with a knee or a kick.
Let go, let go. Hey!
Final 10 seconds of the 3rd round. It's the Glory Lightweight Championship, and the championship rounds are straight ahead.
Hey!
What a round for the champion, Stephen.
Wow, he came out of nowhere and blitzed and dropped the challenger. The challenger seemed to have his number up until that point. Was pushing the action. Looked like Robin Van Roosmalen was going to score a finish, but it turned back around. He got dropped.
In the round, once make this turning kick.
Kiria there, how much did he use up to get him on the deck? This is going to be a lot about heart, a lot about courage, and a lot about conditioning, Mauro.
Well, Van Roosmalen was surprised to hear Kiria offer him tactical advice. Kiria saying that Van Roosmalen didn't move enough and he should bring more movement into his game. Van Roosmalen said, well, if I did something wrong, how come I already beat you twice?
Was niks, ja?
Fight!
Back here at Glory 18, Glory Lightweight Championship on the line. A terrific round 3 for the champion, Stephen.
Oh, yeah, but it was a huge left hook by Davit Kiria that dropped the challenger on the seat of his pants.
So we're into the championship rounds now. Round number 4. The champion Kiria on the white gloves flashes the jab. The challenger Van Roosmalen looking to go on the attack. He was down in round 3. How do you have it going into round 4, Stephen, after what we transpired in round 3?
Well, in answer to that question, I have it tied up because Robin Van Roosmalen, in my opinion, won the first 2 rounds. He lost the 3rd round by 10-8, so you got a tied score right now.
Inside low kick by Van Roosmalen, countered with a sweeping right hand by the champion Kiria. Again, delivers the left hook. There's a right uppercut.
Kiria has really improved his boxing, but it's still not going to serve him well to try and just box. He's got to turn this into a little bit of a karate festival as well.
There's that Dutch kickboxing on display, the boxing combination followed by the low kick.
Yep. I don't know that the rolling thunder kick would reap dividends here, but a spinning heel kick might.
There's a right hand by Kiria. Of course, Peter Graham called his spinning hook kick, the rolling thunder. Remember against Badr Hari, I believe it was, one of the most vicious knockouts in kickboxing history. We've seen a few, haven't we?
Yeah.
A minute 10 now left in the 4th round. The champion Kiria backing up along the ropes. Outside low kick by Van Roosmalen, but then eats the jab.
Poker Face has gone to the low kick, I think, out of respect for what he just witnessed when he got dropped by the left hook in the previous round. So he's fighting different. As a matter of fact, Davit is basically, he's doing the better, I think, a little bit in this round, but he's eating a lot of low kicks. That's a problem.
Total strikes. Van Roosmalen with the edge and a big one. Huge. 30 seconds left in the penultimate round. We are scheduled for 5 for the Glory Lightweight title. Push kick by Kiria. There's that spinning back kick, Mr. Quadros.
It landed, Morrow.
The fifth and final round. The Glory lightweight title up for grabs when we come back.
Hey!
So, not really a sense of urgency in the Van Roosmalen corner. If you were in his corner, what would you be telling him, Mr. Quadros?
I would say go after the legs again, but we're getting into the fifth round, and Robin is probably still feeling the effects of that left hook.
And conversely, in Kiria's corner?
Kiria, do the same thing. Go to the kicks and make him think about kicking, and then get that left hook ready for his chin.
There's Dave Yonkers holding the water bottle. Very respected trainer, leading Semi Schilt to all those championships.
Semi Schilt, probably the greatest heavyweight kickboxer of all time.
Round 5, guys. This is it. All for the gusto. Good luck, fellas.
We're glad you are with us for Glory 18. Mauro Ranallo along with Stephen Quadros. This is the fifth and final round. The Glory Lightweight Championship on the line. The champion, Davit Kiria, on the white gloves. The challenger, Robin Van Roosmalen, in the black gloves. Kiria looking for his first win in 3 fights against the Dutchman.
He's trying to break the curse, break the spell, break the jinx that Van Roosmalen has had on him so far.
Great action thus far, but still to come. The final of the One Night Light Heavyweight Contender Tournament. Knockout artist Zach Moicasa versus Brazilian banger Saulo Cavallari. The winner will challenge for the Light Heavyweight Championship, currently around the waist of Gokhan Saki. And Kiria wants to ensure that the belt in the lightweight division remains around his waist as he delivers a kick to the body of Van Roosmalen.
Van Roosmalen more aggressive this round than he was in the previous round. I think his coach said, yeah, look, this may be up for grabs. We got to close strong.
Van Roosmalen coming forward again with that boxing combination, culminating with the low kick. And look at the right side of Van Roosmalen's body, just bruised and looking like a stained glass window there as he has tasted the punches and kicks of Kiria. Let's look at the strikes landed by round, Stephen. Wow.
You know, Van Roosmalen's got the advantage and the numbers, but that knockdown is the great equalizer early on. It goes, you know, that last round, I probably would have given it to Davit Kiria, but that was a close round, and they both scored. So
yeah, the numbers are just a barometer, right? It's in Glory, the #1 criteria is knockdowns, the number of knockdowns, and that belongs to Davit Kiria on this fight with the final minute coming up.
Kiria might want to think about a knee straight up the middle, maybe even a flying knee, because
if that happens, I'm going to ask you for the lottery numbers this weekend. Okay?
Yeah, but Van Roosmalen likes to fight out of the crouch like that, and he tends to knee down.
Oh, trip.
Yeah, but those low kicks are adding up on Kiria.
That they are. As we are...
I can't believe this is the fifth round already.
The home stretch has just flown by.
Insane.
Two of the very best, and this is what Glory Kickboxing's all about. A very TV-friendly combat sport. No stalling, brawling, and technique aplenty. 15 seconds left. Van Roosmalen and Kiria. It looks like it's going to come down to the 3 judges at ringside. Kiria, Van Roosmalen 3 is in the books here at Glory 18. We're coming back with the official decision.
That was a closer one. Realistically, I mean, they both tried to turn up the heat, but they were both landing in that last round. Oh.
See, aren't you happy that we are the storytellers of this fight? We're the soundtrack, we're not the judges, because you're right, very close. And again, it's round by round, 10-point must system, but in Glory, just to refresh the memory, it's a prioritized criteria where the winner of each round is determined by number 1, the number of knockdowns, number 2, cumulative damage, 3, number of clean scoring strikes with spectacular techniques, 4, number of clean scoring strikes with normal techniques, and 5, degree of aggressiveness. When you take all of that into consideration, who do you see winning this fight, Stephen?
Oh, boy. I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't care who disagrees with me. It's a close fight.
Right.
There's going to be half the world who doesn't like you anymore.
Absolutely.
I disagree with you. But the spectacular techniques were definitely, the rolling thunder kick landed, didn't do a lot of damage. The front kicks were landing on Van Roosmalen. Van Roosmalen piled up some leads with the boxing. But I think that Davit Kiria retained his title tonight by 1 point.
Well, Van Roosmalen feels that he did enough to not only defeat Davit Kiria for the 3rd time, but win the Glory Lightweight Championship coming into this fight. His 11th appearance under the Glory banner, more than any other competitor in Glory. Looking for his, well, extending the record for most wins with 8. Looking for his 9th. Let's look at the action. What was a terrific lightweight championship bout?
Yeah, that uppercut matched the front kick. Every time he landed that front kick, though, Robin came charging back. And there it is again. Van Roosmalen didn't like that. And he was a dog at the early on part of it. And he cut Davit Kiria over the left eye. Not a bad cut. But here's the knockdown. Boy, that was beautiful. And Robin was a little bit cross-eyed, but he wasn't out. And they just were going at it here.
Fantastic back and forth action. We've seen it in 2 previous bouts. They went the 5-round distance, and now we await the official verdict. Who will walk away from Glory 18, Glory Lightweight Champion? We are in Oklahoma for Glory 18. You've just been treated to 5 fantastic rounds of action in the lightweight division. The Glory Lightweight Championship up for grabs. Let's look at the strike stats, and a big edge for Robin Van Roosmalen, the challenger.
Yeah, he really outstruck. With the exception of the knockdown, it's Van Roosmalen's fight.
Well, the judges feel the same way. Let's make it official. Who is the Glory Lightweight Champion? Tim Hughes, tell us, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 championship rounds, we send it to the judges' scorecard. Judge Melanie Wickers and Judge Sarah Atwood score this bout 48-46. Judge Mike Bauer scores this bout even 47-47. A majority decision for your winner. And now, new Glory Lightweight Champion of the world, Robin Van Roosmalen. Here to present the belt, our Executive Director, Yvonne Fernetti, our Head of Talent Operations, Cor Hemmers, and our CEO, John Franklin.
A razor-thin majority decision win. Robin Van Roosmalen has done it again, recording his 3rd straight win over Davit Kiria, but this one is for all the marbles. He is the Glory Lightweight Champion.